Hi friends, it's mid-August here in southern Indiana. Summer is drawing to a close. Pretty happy about that. It's been a hot and wet summer. Heat index of like 100 degrees for the last 2 months, more or less. So yeah, I'm happy to have fall coming. But yeah, let's close out our series of summer mushroom videos. This time with a completely different kind of mushroom. Today, let's look at some wood decomposing mushrooms with an emphasis on the edible wood decomposing mushrooms. All right, let's head out. Ah, here's something interesting on this old oak stump. So down here is the remains of a chicken of the woods that fruited on this stump. I think it was in late June. And just above it here, just coming out, is a different kind of chicken of the woods, the white-pored chicken of the woods. I'd be ashamed to harvest this one now. So let's check back on it in a couple days or so and see how big it gets. All right, let's keep moving. Amazing summer for mushrooms. Twice as much rain as we usually have, but the chanterelles have given out. There's a couple good ones here or there, but most of them look like this at this point, but still the best chanterelle season I can remember. You see that? I think we found some oyster mushrooms. Let's go check it out. We did have a cold snap for summer. It got down into the low 80s with nights in the high 60s. A good time to look for oyster mushrooms when you get a cold night after a lot of warmth. Get some decent rain. Oh wow, there's some more over here. Nice. Well, the ones on this side are too far gone. Those must have fruited first. They're turning yellow, covered in bugs. Don't want those. But these don't look too bad over here. All right, that's pretty good for here. Let's go look on this log. The creek bed is a great place to find oyster mushrooms, especially in August when things start to dry out. There's lots of down trees here in the creek bed and they stay pretty moist. If you're looking for mushrooms, you're looking for trees, and you're looking for moisture. All right, I'm gonna keep collecting these. Summer oysters are called the pale oyster, and they don't often have any color other than just white. These have kind of a little bit of a, I don't know, light tannish, pinkish tone on top. That's about as much color as they will get. Pretty cool. So the pale oyster or summer oyster is very common, and it kind of peaks here in July or August, but you can find it April to November, depending on if it's warm enough. And they are kind of similar to the winter oyster, but these are always kind of lighter in color and a little thinner, less robust in the cap. And both have amazing medicinal properties. There's been scientific studies using mice indicating that it might have immunoboosting properties, anti-inflammatory properties, anti-cancer, anti-tumor properties. It might help prevent or treat diabetes, and it might even help prevent or treat hay fever. So a lot of good things in here. That's a good mushroom. Cool. All right, let's keep moving. So here's some wood decomposers on this log. Golden-gilled Gerronema, not an edible mushroom, not an oyster mushroom, and not a chanterelle. Kind of looks like the Appalachian chanterelle. Chanterelles will always be growing up from the soil, not on decomposing wood. But yeah, I've done a whole video on this one. Let's move on. Oh, there's a mushroom. A very big mushroom. This is a giant. Let's see if I can get it off even. Oh, there it goes. Amazing. This is an edible mushroom, albeit a very old and past its prime one, the Dryad saddle or the pheasant back. The Dryads were little wood nymphs in ancient Greek mythology, associated with oak trees, which is not a good name for this because this is mostly associated with dead elms or dying maples, sometimes ash and other trees, but not oaks. So maybe pheasant back is a better name. At this late stage, it does not have any scales anymore. They've washed out. But yeah, they won't have a darkened stem when they first come out. This is usually a mushroom you'll find in spring, looking for morels, like in late April here in Indiana. And you want to get them at that time when they're just starting to form a cap. They kind of look like little upside down horse hooves. You can find these in the United States and Europe and some other places in the world, kind of like April through November. But yeah, the time to get them, to eat them, is in the spring. All right, let's keep going. Look for some more mushrooms. Come on. Aha. Here's one of my favorite funguses of the summer. One of my favorite jelly funguses. The snow fungus. But this mushroom is incredibly beneficial to your skin. It is an edible fungus. It doesn't really taste like anything, but can be added to soups and stews and stir fries. Keep a little baggie in your mushroom basket for collecting jellies. That way they won't gum up your basket or get dirty. Pro tip. All right, let's keep heading down the trail. Hi, Skinny. Are you eating my mushrooms again?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so. That's okay. Oh, wow. Check this out. Bum, bum, bum. That is the black staining polypore. A nice fresh one. I would collect this, but I can't eat this one. I can't tolerate it. It tastes delicious. It's called the rooster of the woods, has a nickname. But the one time I did eat this mushroom, it tightened up my throat. It gave me a little tummy ache. You can see the smooth, fertile surface there. Barely any visible pores. And where it gets damaged, it will turn black. Very defined lip on this mushroom. It can have many fronds. And they are very, very tough fronds. So if you were gonna try to eat this mushroom, you would wanna just kind of cut off the outer edge, the outer inch or two. Let's go ahead and damage it and we can come back and see the blackening. So I'll smush it here. And it'll take, I don't know, half an hour, but we'll come back. Let's check back on our black staining polypore. Black staining polypores can be found summer to fall, peaking in July. They're found in the eastern United States and a little bit down in Mexico. And it might be a perennial fungus. I found the same mushroom in this exact same spot in previous years. And yeah, just 30, 40 minutes later, you can see where I smushed it. Very dark, kind of purplish, dark brown staining reaction. And that's how you can distinguish this mushroom from the Berkeley's polypore. It's also edible, least best tasting of all the giant polypores. Let's keep going. What do we have here? All right, so this is the second time that I've observed chicken of the woods mushrooms on this log. So they can come back in the same place. It's not often. It is an annual mushroom. They might refruit in the same season, but they will not come back in the same spot year after year. But occasionally it does happen. Beautiful, bright yellow, still thick and meaty chicken of the woods. If you're mushroom foraging curious, this is a great one to start with. You can see it from a very far distance. There's not any dangerous lookalikes, and it tastes really, really good. And you can find it summer and fall. It's all over the United States and Europe and other places in the world. Its peak is probably right late August or September, right about now, but you can find it more months of the year than you can't. All right, let's continue. It's 2.5 days later. I've been keeping tabs on that cincinnatus. Should be ready to harvest, so let's go check it out. Oh, wait a second. I see something big and bright orange hiding here at the base of this white oak tree. And it is a way better example of a cincinnatus. Beautiful. Perfect timing. Bright peachy orange on top. Pale creamish underneath. That is a beautiful mushroom. Wow. Amazing. Well, I will be collecting some of this for sure, but yeah, let's still go look at that last one. The white-pored chicken of the woods has the same season as the sulphureus, March to November, peaking right about now in late August, but it is not found all over the world. It is mostly only found in the eastern United States, but it is fairly common in the eastern United States. Oh no, something got it. It was nibbled upon by the squirrels. 2 different kinds of chicken of the woods on one stump in 1 year. That doesn't happen very often, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time on Mushroom Journeys.